Welcome back to my channel and another speed build. This is the speed build I did after we got the Get Famous pack. I've just been a bit slow with the editing, and I just got done with the editing 2 days ago or something. So this is in Mirage Park. It's like the medium-sized lot. I wish we had more lots in this section or this area of the world, but we'll make do with what we have. The neighbor lot is like really huge, so I might build something with more houses on that one eventually. So this kind of turned out into a mid-century-esque kind of build with a roof and the interior and the doors and windows. So this door, I really like it. It's got a kind of like a mid-century but still modern vibe. I think it's supposed to be a studio door, like a soundproof door, but I think it worked out really good in this build. So here I'm just making a bay window where the eating area is going to be, like the dining room, and a little front porch with some seating area, which you'll see in the end. I have no idea why I built in the nighttime, which makes the quality a bit bad, but I will be changing it to daylight very soon, so just bear with me, and I apologize for the bad quality, but it will change. So I just made like a really open plan, like open floor plan solution for this build, which I will be sectioning off like the living room from the dining room with these really big bookcases that we got from City Living, I think. And the kitchen is not going to be really large because I really like this type of kitchenette size kitchens. As long as you have enough room to make food, I think that's, and for all your kitchen stuff, I think it's just perfect. And here I've changed the daytime, where you can see the quality is much better. I did film this at 60 frames per second. I got a new computer a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago, and it's like brand new graphic card and new CPU, and I think everything except from the hard drive is new, so it's supposed to be really good quality. So here I am manipulating the terrain a little bit, making a tiny pond. I start adding stones to the edges here to make it look more natural. I did this also in my Japanese modern traditional house build. I really like this technique. So you'll see some of it, but you won't see all of the stones being put down because I'll just show you like the outer edge of it, and by the magic of editing we'll just jump a little bit ahead after I put down all the stones that I wanted to be there. Boom, there we go. So I really like how this pond turned out. It's like a nice little pond. It would be so much fun if we could have like fishes in it, like koi fishes or something, but oh well, maybe for another update or pack or something. So my original thought for this pile of dirt raised garden bed, I think it, yeah, I intended it to be a raised garden bed, but I changed my mind eventually. So I do end up having sunflowers there, but I also make it into like a seating area for a bench. I don't think I included this in the editing where I like put up the bench and stuff because that's at the end, and I had to cut the video so it wouldn't get too long. It's already, I think, half an hour or something, which is quite long. So I hope you have patience to stay for the whole build because I think it turned out really good. Here I'm just making like a square garden bed with lots of nice flowers, and then I take this brick from Buy the Bug And I intended first to put the bricks all around the pathways as well, but I was like, no, that's going to take too much time. So I end up just putting it around the edges of the garden bed or the flower bed. And I first start out with the original size, but I do end up sizing them up as well, so it doesn't take as much time as it would have been with the tinier ones. And as you see, I do get quite far, but it does look better with the big ones. So this is a tip that I learned from watching Kate Emerald. I really like her builds. I think she's an awesome builder. So Kate, if you want to do a collaboration with me, I'm totally up for it. I really like a lot of her techniques for building. She's super creative, and yeah, you should definitely check her out, Kate Emerald. So just laying the rocks here, I probably could have cut out some of it, but I want to show most of the builds. So because when I watch speed builds, I really like to see most of the progression of the build from the builders. And just putting up some more flowers here, making it look nice. I imagine there would probably be an older lady living here. Maybe like a lady who loves gardening. She's lived here for many years. She moved here when this house was new. Maybe her husband built it. Maybe she and her husband lives here. Maybe she lives alone. I'm not sure. I do use a lot of stuff from the new pack, Get Famous. I thought there was a lot of good stuff in this pack, but also a lot of stuff that I'm not sure I'll ever be using. I'm not really a big fan of like the gold toilets and the gold detailed furniture. It's a bit too I like to call it like Italian opera singer furniture. It seems so extravagant. But I'm sure there's people who like those kinds of furniture as well. So here I'm started on the inside again, just trying to figure out how I'm going to do the layout of the kitchen out towards the living room. So I do end up putting some counters with the edge out. What are they called again? Oh, you know what I mean. Out towards the living room area, and just counters inside the kitchen. So this bathroom is also going to turn out really nice. I do end up cluttering this place a lot, and I also imagine that this place probably hasn't been renovated that much, except for the living room, since like the 50s. So the living room is probably new, but the rest of it it's old. It's or not old, but it's from the 50s. I really like this vinyl floor we got from Bowling Stuff Pack. It's quite cute. And here I'm using the new fences we got from Get Famous, or was it the update? I'm not sure. But I make the garden enclosed, so you can lock like the gates for other people than the family if you don't want other Sims going into your garden. I forgot to do that when I playtested, so the welcome wagon started bathing in the swimming pool I'm going to make a little bit later. So I started on the kitchen, and I'm using counters from, I think it's from the Jungle Pack. I really like those counters. I like the handles on them. I was watching another builder, I can't remember their name right now, but she said that she didn't like those counters just because of the handles. She thought they were too big and bulky. And I'm the opposite, because I like them because of the handles. So it's fun to see how a lot of different builders have so different taste. But yeah, I really hope we can get some more counters eventually. I've almost started it. I kind of like used almost all of them now, I think. Except for like the silver one I think we got from Dying Out. I will have to use that in another build soon. So here I'm starting to clutter up the kitchen and putting in some lights, finding stuff for clutter, and using this jar of olives and peppers, I think it's supposed to be, just to make it look a bit more lived in. And I also end up putting in a bread box. This one, I really think this is so cute. So as you can see, the color scheme for the kitchen is a bit turquoise. I really think this suits like the mid-century, like the kitchen probably hasn't been renovated since the 50s. Maybe they put up some new doors on the cabinets, but that's it. And I was like, maybe I should have a window here, but I thought those first ones were too big, so I end up using these. And just moving the cabinets up a little bit because I wanted to have a cabinet over the kitchen. I wanted a full-size one, so then I could fit it in there. Some more lights, because you can never have enough lights. And some, what are they called in English? It's just like a place to put your silverware and your fine china, and so I started a living room here, and I really wanted to use some of the new stuff we got from Get Famous. So some of it is from Get Famous and some of it is from other packs. Let me know if you want me to do like another build with just one pack and base game. Like if you want me to do like Get Famous, I could do that. I think it's cool and challenging to just have base game in one pack, and I know a lot of other people can't really afford to buy all the packs because it's not that cheap. So if anyone's interested, just let me know in the comments. And here I end up using some cabinets for like a TV console table-ish thing, and I end up cluttering that as well. So this is the dining room area where I use the table and the new chairs from Get Famous. I really like those. The table is really nice. And here I am putting up some beams for the roof so I can have something to put the lights on. I think it turns out really nice in the end. You can see it in the pictures at the end that the UFO lights, I sized them down and put them on the beams. It looks really fancy. And here I'm just trying to choose some furniture for the hallway, like a dresser, and I also put in the coat hanger rack and a lamp and a carpet. So I end up with this dresser, and I'm changing out the one for the another coat hanger rack very soon. Not quite yet. So here I am just trying to figure out what kind of carpet would go nicely with the rest of the build in the hallway, and I think this brown and green one is good. And this new carpet from Get Famous, the blue and brown and beige one, also suits really nicely for this build. And I put in lots of plants. I really like to build builds with lots of plants. I have lots of plants myself, but I live in a place where there's not that much lighting, so we have to have them all at the same place and like this big light over them. So when I get a new place, when I own, I really want a place where there's like lots of natural light so I can place lots of plants all over. So you saw me using this red shelf. I think I mentioned it in my last build that I saw some Lisi using this shelf for placing objects, but you can only use it on the wall. It works just like a shelf, and then you just place your items on top of it, and then you move objects to place them on the shelf you actually want the objects to, so they won't float. Because when you elevate stuff, it's not always that they hit the right spot for this shelf or whatever you want to put your stuff on, as you can see. So this is a really nice tool, I think. I haven't tried it that much, but I will try and use it some more just to see if it's something worth using. And just cluttering up some more. I imagine that if this is like a couple or an old lady or even an old man living here, they would probably have collected lots of stuff from over the years. And yeah, I tried making this boat. I really like these trains and boats and stuff, but you can't place them on shelves. They are they only place on, I think, coffee tables and the floor, which is a bit annoying, but you know, I do end up using a train somewhere else in this build. And here we have a ship. We do have a lot of clutter items, but I still wish we had some more. Please, EA, can we have some more clutter items? Maybe like just a stuff pack with lots of clutter. That would be awesome. So placing some more red shelves so it's easier to place items here and there. And I use like centerpieces from the Seasons pack and some books, and I also put up a bowling trophy. I think maybe like the husband in the house, he would be a bowler. He would probably like really love to bowl, so I plan on building like a bowling alley very soon. I was thinking maybe like a retro 70s kind of style bowling alley, or maybe like even a bowling alley with an ice skate rink or just a roller skate rink, which I think would be really cool. I really like retro stuff. So placing some more clutter. I really like this head skull from this bird. I'm not sure what bird it's supposed to be, but it's really cool. And this gold frog from El Salvadorado. Placing some more items. I end up using a gnome with a suit and a duck. So random stuff. But as I said, I imagine they've been traveling a lot, so why not collect stuff from all over the world? And this lamp also from Fitness Stuff. I really like this geometric lamp. So this goes over the dining table. And I end up just using the UFO lights because all the other lights would block the TV. And here we're back at the hallway, just placing some more clutter. And I think this is the new mirror we got in the update with the stylist career. It's quite a nice mirror because you can see your outfit, but you can also see your shoes in a different angle. And here I'm like, okay, I used a lot of clutter already. What can I place here? And I do end up not placing a lot of clutter here. Because I take away one of the dressers and replace it for something else, which I think will happen in a moment. So this sheet note magazine wouldn't place properly, so I just had to delete it, which is also see in a moment. It wouldn't move from this spot, so I was like, gosh darn it, that's freaking annoying. And just placing a stereo. I will be placing more plants in that corner. And here we delete this dresser and I hang up, or I put this like coat hangers ish thing in the corner instead. Just placing some pictures. And I decided I wanted like an end counter there anyway, where I put the coffee machine, which I think suits nicely, because the coffee machine is a bit weird to place on the counters because it will only place like on the outer edge of the counter. You can't place it like in a corner or something, which probably has something to do with like the actions you have to do to make coffee. So it's okay. It's a bit annoying because if I had a coffee maker, I would probably just put it in a corner or something and just drag it out when I wanted to make coffee, but it's probably not possible in The Sims. Trying to place some curtains. I wasn't really happy with the sheer curtains, and I end up not using any curtains at all and just hanging up some pictures instead. The curtains in the game are really weird because some windows look really nice with curtains and some windows are like blah. Have no curtains that look good with them. And just placing some instruments, so your sim has something to do while they're here, not just watching TV. I think when Sims are autonomous, they just watch TV and play computer. Kind of like me. Takes one to know one, right? Just trying to figure out how I want to place all the items in the bathroom. And I end up putting some shelves under the mirror and a big mirror. I really like this mirror. I think it was from Spa Day or something. Yeah. So again, with the red shelves, if you do download this, you don't have to have this custom content shelf. I actually think I deleted all of them before I uploaded the build. So don't worry about that. So this bowling pin I just added up there because I imagined like this couple, this man who loves bowling, he probably took his girlfriend to bowling when they were younger and they ended up stealing a bowling pin. That's like so rad. Just placing some more items by the toilet, and I was like, nah, that clutter won't fit there. And a knife block in the kitchen. As you can see, I'm still a bit back and forth with the build. I really can't just do one room at a time because I find an item and I was like, oh, that looks nice for this room and this looks nice for that room. So it's still a learning curve for me. But it's so much fun making these videos because I feel oh, excuse me. I feel I get better for each video. And I do appreciate all of the comments I've gotten. It really motivates me to make some more. I probably would make videos anyways, even if no one commented. Oh, it's really fun. So thank you to all who commented on all of my previous videos. My boyfriend, he said to me the other day or a couple of weeks ago, he said, you know, I go in and watch all of the videos you've uploaded and I like all of them. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I didn't know he did that before he told me, but that's so cute. And I was like, oh, why do you do that? You don't even like Sims? And he's like, well, you're my girlfriend and I'd like to support you. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. He's super sweet. Just choosing out some dressers. I tried to make the bedroom in like brownish tones because the rest of the house was kind of blue, I think, with the blue wallpapers and the turquoise details in the kitchen and the blue doors and a lot of blue. So I tried to keep it more neutral in the bedroom because it is a place for relaxation. So when I look back, I maybe think it's a bit boring, but you're more than welcome to refurbish it and redecorate it and change the wall color. And if you do, please let me know. You can either check me out on Twitter or on Facebook. On Facebook it's Linnsane, and on Twitter it's Linnsane1 with like the number, not the letters. And just placing some more items randomly throughout the house. Some movie posters. They've probably seen all of the movies since they're so old. And placing some more stuff because I did decide to put the media station in the garage since we don't have any cars anyways. Why not place it there? So I ended up making a media station with a music production station and a chill out area and the computer. So it's kind of like an office for your sim. Not sure why a middle-aged couple who's lived here since the 50s would have a media station and a music production station but they do. Maybe they're like progressive old people who are keeping up with the times or something like that. So here I made a seating area at the front porch just so you can sit, or your sim can sit and relax and enjoy the view to the neighborhood. I don't think it's a bad neighborhood, but it seems like kind of like the, not the poor part of town, but like the not that well kept part of town where there's like graffiti and small old houses. And so I think this house stands out a little bit because it's well kept and groomed and has a nice yard, and yeah, but I still think it fits nicely in there. I will try and make some more houses in this world, but I thought that the lots were like either very huge or not enough of them. But I think I will be making a mansion very soon in the Pinnacles. Excuse me. I just need to drink some water. So here I tried placing a TV station like with a game console, but it didn't work out that good. So, and here we are at the back porch, just putting out some outside furniture and a barbecue, so the Sims could like invite to a barbecue. And then I put up the highest half walls and a sofa and a game table, so your Sims can play some games. And here are the last decorations in the backyard. Just some flowers, just to keep it like nice and simple. Some ivy on the wall. And on the front here I'm going to do something which I really like, which I feel like suits the area because it's supposed to be LA, and I've seen that a lot of places in LA they have like this desert kind of flower beds. It's not really flowers, but it's a desert topiary, or what do you call it? But I really like it. I remember like the first build I ever did with Sims 4, like I think it's like 2 years ago or now something, when my boyfriend bought it for me. I did a build with like all different sorts of sections of the garden. Like one section desert, and one section was like a pine forest. And I just went crazy. So it was fun doing this desert area in front. So yeah, I'm just putting in a rug, and I think that we're going on to the pictures very soon. So just naming the lot first and picking out some traits, and convivial and good music and good Wi-Fi. I thought those were nice trait lots. So here we are at the pictures. It's a nice picture from the backyard, and here you can see the area I didn't show in the video where you have this bench, and here you are coming in from the hallway and the kitchen and the dining room, and you can see the hallway in the back, and here is the living room from the kitchen. Here is the living room from the porch door or the back door, and here we have some nice small details like with the train, some other details, and the bathroom with the bowling pin on top there, so random, and the bedroom, and another view from the bedroom. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't, if you liked what you saw. Thank you.